Yo, this is the Prophet, like I always say. If you're not down with the bullshit and you're down with the real shit, subscribe and like this video. Hey, man, I just want to touch on real quick. It trips me out. Like, I was having a conversation with some young guys, like, some days ago. And, I looked on YouTube and I tripped out. I was like, Chronicles of Judah was basically explaining the same thing that I was trying to tell these guys. We was all talking about the Kevin Durant situation with the Warriors and all the things that went down. And of course, like a lot of people in the Bay, who down with the Warriors and like them and stuff like that. A lot of people like, man, we had this great run the last 5 years and KD left, and people are like, damn, the Warriors should have did this, or Draymond shouldn't have said what he said, or you know what I'm saying to KD, or damn, everybody's kind of wondering like, damn, you think we're gonna have a good team still? You think we're gonna be still, up there with the contenders to actually have a chance of winning the championship now that he's gone? Everybody got a lot of concern around that. And I just broke it down. I said, look, man, I said we were just discussing a lot of different things that went on and various factors that, might have played into what happened. But I got to a point where I just said, look, I said, yo, you want to be totally honest? I said, and be honest. The Warriors fucked up, and they all like kind of paused for a minute. They was looking. I said, you know, I said bottom line, because it like let's get away from like the whole X's and O's things and stuff like that, and talk about you know the contract situation and all that old type of stuff for a minute. Let's just get back to like humanity for us people skills, understanding each other as people, that we all have feelings and we all want to be respected and acknowledged for what we actually do and what we bring to the table. And um, when Draymond had the exchange that he had with KD, you know, and here's a guy that you guys all helped recruit to come there and help you guys win, and you guys helped him win a championship. But you're not looking at it like you guys both needed each other. It ain't like, oh, he came here and he should be so appreciative and blessed or feel blessed that he's a part of a winning organization. No, y'all needed him just as well as he needed y'all. You both needed each other. Sometimes this happens even in relationships. It could be between a man and woman, or business relationships. Two people going to a business venture with each other, and you have somebody who has this damn ego thing going on where they're like, yo, I want to be acknowledged as, I'm the king, or I'm the top dog, without me, y'all wouldn't be shit. And I want y'all to basically, bow down to me or give me that acknowledgement when I enter the room, when I come around. You have people, like I said, between men and women, have problems in their relationships like that. Like one person wants to be acknowledged. Oh, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be shit. Like, and the other person looking like, wait a minute, hold on. I can acknowledge or appreciate what you did for me, but don't make it seem like I'm not shit. Don't make it seem like I'm. And you think about it, this be somebody where you think like we have a relationship where there's supposed to be like some respect, some care, some loyalty, attached to this, and you're letting me know like you're saying like, huh, true reality, I don't really need you, but I just basically brought you along for blah blah blah, and you should basically be hella appreciative that I did that. Like, wait a minute, hold on. What about what the fuck I did for you? What about all the things I've done for you? You and the things we do for each other could be different, but we won't do both do for each other. And by Draymond sitting up there, implying that KD was either a bitch or acting like a bitch. I mean, damn, you know, a player of KD's caliber, you know, you gonna call this? Now, Draymond is good doing what he does for the Warriors, but when you get a player of the caliber of KD, you don't do. I mean, they suspended him for doing. I mean, truth of the matter is, the Warriors should have been, probably was. Don't think that they wasn't though. After some shit like that, they could have been thinking like, we might have to get Draymond ass the fuck up out of here because of the simple fact that, yo, what you did played a part in, the future of the franchise, because as they look forward and thinking of KD being a part of, that future, you might have just jeopardized that. And like them owners and everything, billionaire people, you know, they looking at this is our shit, like, hey, you're part of the team. You wear that uniform. Your name is on the back and all that shit. But this is our, you know, establishment. That's just what the fuck it is. That is the truth. People, oh man, they wouldn't be able to do what they're doing if it wasn't for the play. See, that's the shit I'm talking about. Look, motherfucker, you might have skill to do what the fuck you do, but you needed a job. We are your employers. You know, you don't just come here all cocky talking about who the fuck you are and blah blah blah. And, hey, we need to get nah. They just on principle, they will get rid of you. Because of that. Just like that can happen on a lesser scale with an everyday 9 to 5. Same thing in like sports. With these actors, talking crazy to directors and all that shit. And, like, you need me and you better kiss my. Wait a minute, hold on, because you become too difficult to work with. But the thing about it, I was telling these guys, I said the Warriors didn't appreciate what KD brought to the team to help them win those two championships back to back. And if everybody basically had their head on straight, the Warriors possibly most likely would have went. They would have three-peated. But comments coming from ownership and the GM and saying like KD was like a stepchild that you don't have problems with, like what the fuck? Like sometimes you have to keep your feelings to yourself, even if you feel that. When you put that shit out there in the open, it's like you subject a person to public ridicule now, because a statement gets made about a person or an individual, and now what possibly happens? Well, it does happen. It starts to register in people's mind. When you call somebody ugly, when you call somebody stupid, when you call somebody dumb, when you call somebody retarded, when you call somebody whatever, the reason why a lot of people will take offense to that, because now what you have did is put that on the minds of people. Nobody probably was even looking at the individual in that way until you said what the fuck you said. And now they're like, what the fuck? All right, now everybody, oh, wait a minute, is he retarded? Now I'm, now it's like you put a spotlight on them. See, when Draymond said what he said, it's like similar in nature. KD's like, everybody on the team heard him call him a bitch, you acting like a bitch, this, that, and we don't need you. How you think that made him feel? You know? And what was that other shit? One of the owners, the owner said, some shit like, in a sense, like Steph can have whatever contract he want, he earned it or some shit like that. But KD, he said, no, that's something different. Like, what the? This dude is arguably the best player in the league. All LeBron James, you know what writers, yeah, y'all, I don't give a damn. Y'all can say what the hell you want. But about that, I don't understand this. That type of male crush y'all got, that man crush y'all got on that man. For a lot of y'all, probably suspect. But uh, KD is arguably like the best player. If some people think it's LeBron and he's second, but for them to even land a guy of that caliber on their team, you're supposed to say, "Oh damn, we could make a dynasty. Hell, we might win 5, 6, 7 championships." That's how you're supposed to think. You might look at, everybody can have discrepancy. Anybody can have discrepancy on a person because about a person, because why? You, we have our good points and we have our bad points. Nobody's perfect. But you have to look at the overall thing of what are we trying to do here? If we're trying to be successful, you got to let some things go. And it's like that in any relationship. Even sometimes marriages last, in those marriages that you see people being together 30, 40 years, people, so I've heard this sometimes even from women, like from women. They want to think that that was some kind of damn fantasy, damn relationship, like Snow White and the prince came in, and they just had this beautiful romantic. No, those people went through some shit for them 30, 40 years being together. Your grandma, like how grandparents used to be back in the day, will stay married forever. You don't think infidelity was going on? You don't think probably some physical abuse was going on? But what they looked at was, what are we trying to do here? We have built a family. We got 5, 6 kids. We got 4 or 5 grandchildren. We got a legacy that we building. You know, they had the ups and downs, went through some shit, but they had to put the marriage, the family, and what the foundation of all this was about, that what we even did, they had to put that at the forefront rather than address things from an individual perspective and me, what I don't like, how this affected me, how this and that, whatever. Sometimes it's like a give and take thing, you know. So the whole thing about it is when you're associated with a great situation or a great team, the biggest thing is appreciating the fact that you're even a part of that and that you have somebody, even if you're not great as an individual, but you have a great individual that you're associated with, you know. And so that's how great teams, great organizations are built. Like if the 15th man on a basketball team, or the 52nd or 53rd player on a football team, is important and vital, because if we just need you to come in and give us 35 seconds, and those 35 seconds, I need you to do what I need you to do, and if you do that, that's your value. You helped us. Everybody can't be the man. Everybody can't have the spotlight shown on them. But if you are, you know, blessed enough to be part of a great team or great organization and have great people around you and stuff, hey man, it's like, don't take that for granted. And that's basically the saga of what this whole Warrior run has come down to. They took their winning ways and the championships and having, you know, a great player like KD, they took it all for granted and stuff like that, you know. So the KD Warrior relationship saga could be a learning lesson for a lot of people. Peace.